Home Investment Partnership Grant Fund review for 2020-2021 program year after we cite the Pledge of Allegiance. So please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This time I'll turn it over to Krista Colas. She's our Community Development Block Grant Program Manager for the Office of Planning and Economic Development for the City of Springfield. So, Krista.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to introduce Veronica Tellez. She's our Community Program Specialist, new to our office as well, and she'll be taking minutes for us today. The City of Springfield's Consolidated Annual Performance Report for program year 2020. The CAPER, or the Consolidated Annual Performance Evaluation Report, describes the activities undertaken by the City of Springfield during program year 2020. This began on July 1st, 2020 and ended June 30th of 2021. This is a summary of the Community Development Block Grant, or CDBG, and Home Investment Partnership Funds allocated to the city by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The report serves to meet the performance reporting requirements of the Consolidated Plan regulations. The report measures the progress made and the accomplishments achieved against the goals and objectives described in the city's 2020 Annual Action Plan and 2024 Consolidated Plan. The city's Office of Planning and Economic Development, located at 800 East Monroe, Room 107, has both plans available for review and or copying. 2020 was the first year of the city's consolidated plan. The city originally funded 14 projects with its 2020 allocation. The first was demolition of unsafe buildings and blighted structures. Originally, the city allocated $30,000 for the demolition of blighted structure. The city ended up using non-CDBG funds to complete 90 demolitions. We leveraged this with corporate funds and TIF funds and IDA funds. The city also allocated $68,579 to the Springfield Center for Independent Living to install ramps and make other necessary accessibility improvements in low to moderate income households with accessibility issues. Skill was able to assist 12 homeowners during program year using awards from 2018 and 2019. For facilities and infrastructure, the city budgeted $450,000 to public facilities and infrastructure projects. The city has identified the number of potential projects, but is still in the pre-development stages. Potential projects include business support in the East Side target area, HVAC upgrade, an after-school center, and the acquisition and rehabilitation of a community center as part of a teen empowerment zone. In addition, the city provided funds for the Springfield branch of the NAACP Center HVAC system with non-CDBG funds. For down payment assistance, the city budgeted $40,000 to create a new down payment assistance program. This project, unfortunately, was delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. For the minor home repair, the city budgeted $130,000 to its minor and emergency home repair program. 7 homeowners have received assistance. In rental rehab, the city set aside $95,000 for 4 units to increase the supply of affordable rental units. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, this was delayed. In homeowner rehabilitation, the city budgeted $340,000 of home funds. Through this, the city was able to assist 4 homeowners. In economic development, the city budgeted $135,000 of CDBG funds to economic development assistance to local businesses to help expand economic opportunities for low and moderate income persons. $400,000 of CDBG received through the CARES Act towards economic development assistance was 38 businesses received assistance. In addition, the city through CWLP provided 2 months of utility assistance to over 135 businesses. In public services, we budgeted $130,000. The city provided grants during the year to the Land of Lincoln Goodwills program. It's a youth mentoring program, and the Fifth Street Renaissance SOAR program. During the program year, Lincoln Land Goodwill assisted 20 persons and Fifth Street Renaissance assisted 45, for a total of 65 persons assisted. In affordable housing development, the city allocated $197,598 in home funds for the new development of affordable housing units. A portion of the funding is reserved for nonprofit developers who qualify as community development organizations. The city, in addition to our CDBG allocation, provided $1 million support to IDA for Nehemiah's $12 million new housing development plan that would provide 40 rental units to rent to own affordable housing units. In public services, the prior year that continued, funding continued. We partially funded the new Heartland Community of Care coordinator position to help provide community of care efficient continuity and eliminate the gaps of service for the homeless. The Continuum of Care Coordinator is at Mercy Communities, which will oversee the HMIS, or Homeless Management Information System, that is also funded by the city. The city provided $87,189.12 to the Boys and Girls Club of Central Illinois to make safety and ADA improvements to the facility and grounds, located at 300 South 15th Street. In addition, Skill, or Center for Independent Living, the city provided $70,863 and for spread over 2 grant periods for an ADA ramp and home modifications. $15,000 of the 2019 funds to Skill to make improvements to the facility. The project remains underway and is expected to be completed in the upcoming months. The Phoenix Center facility improvement, the city provided $165,000 of 2019 CDBG funds to rehabilitate the permanent supportive facility. They are turning 4 units into apartments. In Kings Court, 4-unit rental program located at 2641 East Cook has been completed. Growth International, a 4-unit rehabilitation project located at 833 North 7th, has been completed. Growth International, 4 units located at 1009 North 4th, is currently underway and is scheduled to be completed in the next month. The city is working with Related on a $25 million redevelopment of Poplar Place. 2020 was the first year the city's newly updated consolidated plan was utilized. Due to COVID-19 and a significant staff turnover, the city was delayed in its implementation of many of its proposed projects. However, the city has addressed its staffing deficiencies and with a refocused look, looks forward to carrying out its planned activities as the nation slowly transitions out of its response to COVID-19. The city is reallocating $400,000 of its funding in 2020 to the operation of a homeless shelter. While that does not deviate from the city's core goals and objectives described in the consolidated plan, it does qualify as a substantial amendment, subject to additional citizen participation. Are there any questions? Comments?
I want to remind people to sign in if they haven't done so. And then
If you have not already done so, can you please sign in? I think you did.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Can you state your name and address for the record, please?
Jim Dickey, 520 South 2nd Street, apartment 514.
Thank you.
What this information indicates, you don't have to spend all the funds in the 1 year. It can take you a couple of years to spend the funds. So like you're still spending some funds from prior years, and of course you've got funds for 2020 that hadn't been spent yet, but you'll be able to spend that in future years.
Yes, that's correct.
That's my understanding is correct? Okay.
And you can reallocate them to whatever the need is that exists. COVID presented a lot of issues.
That was the only question
That's
I
it.
had.
Well, thank you for coming, sir.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
As a reminder, the document is available on our website at springfield.il.us. And you can, I think it's accessed under the Office of Planning and Economic Development page. And then this will be filed next week. We'll take comments through the rest of this week, but we intend to finalize the document and submit it to HUD before the end of September. Is there anything else that we need to cover?
I think that's it.
So this will be, unless there's further comments, this will conclude the public hearing for the CAPER annual report for 2020. Thank you very much for attending.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. Oh, he's not up there anymore, huh?